Tonight, still looking to break through the United States #1 goalkeeper, Alyssa Nair, with a couple of big saves for Chicago. With Renee Washington, I'm Evan Weston. First half thoughts, Renee? What'd you make of that?
Wow. Chicago definitely came out as the better team, had the better of chances, caught Gotham a little bit flat, but once Gotham got going a bit, we saw the game level out, and so the second half makes it that much more exciting to see how these two teams will come out.
Yeah, we'll show you the highlights. It did really start very well for Chicago. Bianca St. George's getting in behind, and the Red Stars had their chances early against this Gotham back line.
Bianca St. George's, Sandra Stark, they were the biggest parts of this Chicago offense. You look at that chance, that's just about a minute and a half into the game that Abby Smith has to come off her line and keep this scoreless, and they weren't done yet. We see that chance there, and then on the other side, Alyssa Nair, this is by far the best save that she made this first half. You see the outstretched gloves, keeping the ball from ducking under the crossbar, and again, Chicago, this is the play. This is what could have caused this to be a 1-0 game. This is about a shoulder that keeps this scoreless versus that being considered a goal. And the officials, I think, got it right on that one, but it was very, very close there, Evan.
Yeah, that would have been goal number 2 on the season for St. George's. And again, it was Ella Stevens getting in behind, Jean making a stop. But then, as the half progressed, Gotham starts to settle in and actually gets a couple of really good looks.
They did. We saw much more offensive production as the half wore on. We just saw them getting a little bit more creative, more flair in the final third, and being able to create shots just like that one by Lynn Williams that forced Alyssa Nair to make a save.
So the stats at halftime, only 3 shots for Chicago, and Gotham ended up with 60% possession. But the Red Stars came here set up to counter. So how does Gotham adjust to that?
Well, they did it in the second portion of that half, playing a little bit more reserved, making sure they're staying organized defensively and getting organized quicker in transition, which is where the Red Stars were exposing them a bit.
All right, we got 45 minutes still to play. Plenty of time for Gotham to find that goal. But when we come back, we're going to talk Women's World Cup. The roster is out for the United States. Renee's going to break it all down for you when we return.
In support of Pride Night, we salute Harrison Brown. Harrison is the first transgender athlete in professional hockey. Here to drop the ceremonial first puck, a true pioneer in the fight for equal rights and inclusion across all sports, please welcome Harrison Brown.
Step out on the town and play Lock It Link Nightlife with special features like free spins, multipliers, wilds, and more. Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000 in casino bonus funds only at GoldenNuggetCasino.com.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Introducing Domino's new loaded tots.
Because we're a pizza company, we loaded them with pizza toppings.
Our tots are made to be delivered.
They can't just taste great, they need to deliver great.
And they're only $6.99 each when you order pizza and tots. What else could be better than that?
Sure, you'll teach her how to drive a car, then use Greenlight to power her independence with crash detection with 911 dispatch, family location sharing, and emergency SOS alerts. Invest in your best investment with Greenlight.
Hey, cancer, heart disease, and the rest of you illnesses. At Hackensack Meridian Health, we are ready. We believe that no matter what's thrown at our patients, we're here to help them overcome it. With hearts that know no limits, the latest innovations and procedures that are changing the world of medicine, and care that's stronger than any illness. So that today and every day, we're ready.
0-0 at the break, Gotham and Chicago playing the World Cup send-off match. And what a week it was as the U.S. players found out they were heading to the World Cup.
Cal, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Wanted to talk to you. Thank you for your time. To let you know that you're selected for the roster for the World Cup. I know how much this means to you.
I mean, what a moment for all of these players. And hats off to the Federation for filming those and putting them out there. I mean, just just a moment where you work your whole life for, right?
And this is her 4th World Cup bid for Kelly O'Hara. One of 3 players that are heading to their 4th World Cup. And to still see that emotion, the excitement, the pride that comes with being able to head to the World Cup, it's special. You love to see it.
Unbelievable. Kelly O'Hara going to her 4th World Cup, already a 2-time champion, looking to make it 3 in a row this year in Australia and New Zealand. Here's the full squad for Vlatko Andonovski. O'Hara joined back there. It looks like Alana Cook and Naomi Girma are going to be the top center back pairing with Becky Sauerbrunn, unfortunately set to miss out on this World Cup. And there's Alyssa Nair at goalkeeper. What do you make of the defensive setup here?
Changes. I mean, as you talk about the center back position, that's 2 new center backs making their first World Cup appearance, but also they have flexibility. I know they talked about being able to drop Julie Ertz in the center back if needed. So this is a versatile roster, and I think that's something that head coach Vlatko Andonovski was going for.
Meanwhile, this team is just loaded in the forward positions. Beyond Lynn Williams, I mean, Sophia Smith, already double-digit goals this year. The 18-year-old Alyssa Thompson, the vets, Morgan and Rapinoe. They can outscore anybody. What's going to be the key for them?
Defense, but also on the other side is it's really taking advantage of your chances. There's so much goal-scoring talent across this roster. You want to make sure you're finding ways to work together, and I think we're going to see that play off.
Now, what a chance for the United States to make it 3 in a row. They are going to be the favorites, but that also means that you've got a big target on your back.
You do, and so I like the fact that there's some new changes in this roster. 14 players that are making their first World Cup appearance, and you have players that are, whether it's 18-year-old Alyssa Thompson, who's making her first World Cup appearance, making history as the 2nd youngest player ever on the U.S. World Cup roster, or also having on the other side players that are in their 30s. You've got moms, you've got players that are in their 4th World Cup, so there's a balance of experience, youth, and just some different looks because they do have that target on their back, and you got to switch it up a bit.
About a month away from the World Cup starting, not even, in Australia and New Zealand next month. Gotham will look to send off their World Cup stars with a victory. New York sports luminaries in the building, or Giants receiver Amani Toomer's in the house? We'll have the second half coming up next.